In this video, tight line calls, lots of scrambling, and tensions boil over.
Hi everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video. On this channel I'm going to be sharing some longer form content, so some match analysis, some tournament vlogs, and I'm also participating in a really exciting league coming up in the next few months, so definitely going to get some content going on the channel around that as well, so stay tuned. The first video that we're going to get into today is some match analysis from my Somerset Tier 4 tournament. Now, I want you guys to give me some feedback in the comments, let me know what you liked about the video, what you didn't like. I think one thing that I'm going to try and work on for future videos is getting a live updating scoreboard. I think that will help just keep track of the match a little bit better for you guys. So we'll get that in future videos. But yeah, please comment below any thoughts, suggestions, things you'd like to see in future, then leave a comment. Okay, so let's get into my second round match at the Somerset Tier 4 tournament. Let's go.
So let's get into this match then. As I said, this is my second match. Needed to win this one to get out of the box, and this was my first tournament with the badminton zone guys, so in some ways there was no pressure. In other ways I really wanted to at least get out of my box and kind of show that I was playing at some sort of a decent level. So that was really my aim, was to get out of my box in this first tournament. I would have been happy with that. You can see here by the opening rallies, this guy's a good player. He's solid all round. We had quite a few longer rallies. He's got a decent attack when he's in position. And yeah, early stages we're just kind of both trying to find the length on our shots still, making a few mistakes here and there. But yeah, my opponent switches to this backhand serve where he has quite an odd technique, swaying back and forth. It was definitely a weird one, but he didn't seem particularly comfortable on his serve. He made quite a few mistakes throughout the match. I'd say probably at least 3 or 4 each game. One of my friends afterwards said, "I can't believe you didn't call a fault on that serve," but you know, that was the reason. It wasn't like it was winning him points or disadvantaging me really. So yeah, I wasn't going to call it. Was happy for him to continue serving like that. And this first game was really close. I think at the mid-game interval there was only a point or two in it. It was really, really close. We were both winning points and both making a fair few mistakes as well, while we were trying to control the speed of these very fast Babolat shuttles. Just trying to retrieve here, stay in the rallies and wait for my opportunity, but really good defence there. Can't get that one back. No complaints really on that one. And yeah, just a few mistakes creeping in. He ends up taking that first game. Score was 21-16, so just really pulled away in the second half. Was quite frustrated with my own mistakes, to be honest, and a few really easy ones in the start of this second game, and one here. It just kind of boiled over and I was really angry at this point. Just felt like I was throwing the game away with my own mistakes. I want to say that's not something that I would do very often, hitting the net out of anger. I was pretty wound up at myself, but I think that actually helped me. After I had that little outburst, went off, toweled down, took a little break, kind of just helped me mentally reset a little bit, I think. Was then able to win a few points on the bounce. Got a really lucky one here, lucky defence. But yeah, in the beginning of this second game then I was able to turn it around and kind of start scoring my own points. He was making a few mistakes, definitely being helped by the fact that I was just making the rallies a bit longer. So much happier, and I think here almost at the interval in this second, that one I think went under the net, but I didn't realise at the time. Either way, my point. But yeah, I think you can see just more in control start of this second game, and I was really happy that I was able to kind of turn that around. Ended up taking that second game 21-13, so it was quite a convincing one. Just pacing around the court before this third game, really trying to get in the right headspace, trying to continue what I'd done in the second game. Knew that it was going to be a tough one. So yeah, just kind of mentally preparing myself for this third game. This is the first rally here. Really telling myself in this third game to just keep the rallies going, make my opponent score all of his own points really, was my focus. And yeah, was able to kind of do that well in the early part of this third game, just cutting out the mistakes, making the rallies longer, and he made a few mistakes off the back of it. And that was the first body smash. Ended up using quite a few of those in the third. You can see here what I mean. He switches to the forehand serve, which just tells me he's not comfortable serving. And I was up quite a little bit in this third game. I want to say it was at least a 4-5 point lead going into the interval, a fairly comfortable lead. And at this point, really hopeful that I could see it out and win it in 3. So yeah, my opponent had kind of switched a few times, backhand serve, forehand serve. Here there's a bit of a close line call. I thought it was plumb on the line. Opponent calls it out. Luckily we can go to the VAR as I was recording the match and have a look at it up close, see what you guys think. It's a really close one, even on the slow-mo to call. You know, it looks slightly outside the line, but looks like it could have caught the outside as well. We agreed on a let, which I think is the fair thing. I think you know, both players are going to call that one when it's that close. And luckily for me, I was able to win that point, which I was very happy about at the time. Just a few short lifts here. Maybe going slightly too defensive, but again, just really trying to cut down the mistakes. And then yeah, he's brought it back fairly well in the third. It's 17-18 to me. So just trying to, again, not make mistakes, scrambling, fighting to get these shots back, working fairly well in that rally. And now I've got match points, and I actually changed my mindset a bit here. I remember thinking I want to win this point, and then hit it in the net, easy mistake. And now I think it's getting close. Need to win it on this point. Good smash, which he gets back, and luckily. He makes the mistake. So yeah, 21-19 in the third. Really happy to come through that match, to be honest. Really happy with that I was able to manage my own game, manage my own mistakes, as well as scoring my own points. So yeah, really good games to come through. Good games to Oswald, my opponent, and maybe we'll face each other again in the future.